My name is Bill Kopentz. I'm certified to teach secondary math and science in Idaho and Nevada. I'm creating this video for a class I'm taking through Boise State University. The class is an elective in the Educational Technology Department, and it's part of a master's program in that department. In the class, it's called YouTube for Educators, we examine the use of YouTube for educational purposes. In fact, this video is being created for an assignment where I share my perspective on educational applications of YouTube videos. Well, this is my first ever video that I'll upload to YouTube, so hopefully things go smoothly. There are actually a couple of topics that I want to talk about in this video. First, I want to talk about what I've seen so far, and secondly, it'll lead me to an idea that I have that I want to talk about. Okay, what I've seen so far on YouTube has been, well, amazing. Some of my peers in the same course have created some really great playlists designed to help teach various topics. Each of us in the class has created playlists for different learning domains. These domains include cognitive, affective, psychomotor, and we even each created a playlist that focuses on a particular video technique. Most of these people are listed under friends on my channel, so if you want to check them out, if you want to see some good educational videos on different content, and go ahead and check out the playlists on their channels too. There's so much content here that can benefit teachers and instructors on YouTube in the presentation of topics that quite often they're hard to connect to the real world. There's any number of universities, K-12 schools, professional organizations, and various individuals who are expert in almost any given topic. Now, I have to say that that's sort of bittersweet because some of the topics really wouldn't be appropriate for K-12 or for any person with even moderately conservative morals for that matter. This kind of leads into the dilemma of YouTube being a block site in more and more schools. While as an educator it'd be great to have a high school student get online and access some of these educational videos, I don't think I'd want to be responsible for what they might make the choice to view besides what they're instructed to. In fact, I think it'd be great if a portion of YouTube could be set up to meet standards that comply with educational institutions and then utilized for helping K-12 students to learn. Well, this thought actually leads into the idea that I wanted to talk about. Part of the reason I chose to take this course, YouTube for Educators, is because I have an idea of how to use video in teaching. Okay, I live in Nevada. I'm not sure how many of you have ever been to Nevada, but it can be a very long drive across the desert to go from one town to the next. Often there's small towns with one-room schoolhouses that are lacking in resources and funds to provide the education that a student might get if they lived in a bigger city. Now, that's not always bad considering what some kids learn in big cities, but if one of these schools needs to employ a teacher certified in a particular content, and they do, where such a person cannot be found, it places them in a less than desirable situation. There's many online schools and they're terrific, but this isn't exactly the direction I'm going with this. I like to start a sort of cooperative group of teachers with proper certifications to create videos to aid in teaching their content. These could be videos of the teacher giving the lecture they would give in a class anyhow, or they could show an application of the content out in the real world, which you can't really do in a traditional brick-and-mortar school. Assignments and assessments could be submitted and maybe even graded electronically. How great would that be? Assistance to individuals could be done, for kids who just don't quite get it. You could talk with them over cell phone, email, or maybe even live video chat. Picture yourself on the smartboard in front of a classroom. You'll look good up there. You might be thinking this is still the description of an online school. Okay, here's the difference. Online schools are their own entity, and they have students go to their school. The difference in what I'm thinking, the contract would be with the school district, just as any other certified teacher. With the elimination of lecturing or minimizing of lecturing, grading, etc., it might be possible to provide services to more than one school district. And looking through the available grants from the U.S. Department of Education, it seems there's plenty of cash to develop an idea like this. It would definitely help out these rural schools by providing them with cool new technology at no cost to the school. Now, the downside is I'm still way too busy to do more than plan something like this. So if this looks of interest to you, feel free to grab this idea and run with it if it seems like something that's going to work in your area. Okay, summing this all up, I think that the use of video for educational purposes is amazing. It opens a lot of avenues that I'd never even considered. I think that the somewhat negative aspects of YouTube that are mixed in with the other videos is really limiting the potential of this tool that could be used by educators in the K-12 area. I also think that there are many great ideas out there for teaching and learning using videos, and I'll be waiting to see what the future holds. Well, thanks for watching.